Hey everybody, it's Garrett and Katie. Back for another Thoughts on Thursday. We're recording this Wednesday night, so I'm gonna be getting Yusuf when you guys are watching this. But tonight it is still March Meerschaum Madness, but we're gonna try a new tobacco. So I have my Meerschaum Falcon with my
You hush. Don't you say a word.
I think some people will know exactly what this is about. It's fine. The people who keep up will know.
No, it's fine.
Just look the other way. So this Falcon is not like everybody else's Falcon International. I got with a local pipe maker, and he helped me customize and make this acrylic stem for this Falcon. So it is still 6mm filtered. It fits perfectly in there. And it's just it's not a little, it's a lot nicer than that rubbery bit that comes with these Falcons. Honestly, I wish that they came this way. They'd carry a higher price point, yeah, but it would be worth it. There's something to be said about the experience of like a higher quality mouthpiece when that is your primary vehicle for your experience with the tobacco. It doesn't matter how nice the pipe smokes if the stem is garbage. Anybody who's gone from, just in the corn cobs, going from the plastic stem to the acrylic stem, it's a big difference in how that experience feels. So tonight's tobacco is going to be one I've been waiting on. We have a few we've been waiting on. Some of them aren't they're not made anymore, but we have them. They've been waiting. We're going to smoke them. We're going to talk to you guys about it and whatever other shenanigans we talk about. So
Never happened.
Seattle Pipe Club's Virginia Jazz. It's a Virginia Perique crumble cake with 10-year-old Virginias and Acadian Perique. Do you want to read that?
The 1920s jazz age changed America. The new music moved people. New Orleans, the Great Gatsby, Prohibition, radio, and a national urge to cut loose. Music and cultures mashed together. Our Virginia Perique starts with a 10-year-old mature red Virginia's blend with a good amount of Cajun tobacco, Acadian Perique. Add some tasty stove Virginia, pressed and crumble cake cut. Virginia Jazz is an exceptional smoke and music to vapor lovers. As Louisiana locals say, pass a good time. It's supposed to be cheers, but it's just share. I think
that is what they say. It's like sherry, though.
To share?
Yeah. It's not to share the singer.
Sure?
Yeah.
I mean, they mentioned music.
So many people are upset right now.
I believe Cherie has like an E or some sort of pretty little doodad at the end, though.
You might want to filter.
That's gonna not feel good on my throat. That's a lot of Perique.
It smells wonderful.
Meh. I used to think Latakia didn't smell good.
Oh.
That's fine.
Many ladies would side with you there.
Now I love it. So, I guess I can't bash y'all for liking it.
This one's really nice, actually, compared to a lot of the other crumble cakes. This one's like in a flake, an actual like flaky flake.
Flaky flake.
Well, some of them are more like slices of crumble cake.
That's chilly.
I know something we could talk about while we get loaded up.
How many multiple layers I need to not feel freezing?
Well, we have our anniversary giveaway going on. And we haven't had a whole bunch of entries.
Well, I mean, How'd you do the video for it?
I named it Pickled Pig's Feet.
Uh-huh.
So the people who were in it just to be in it didn't jump on for the freebies.
Well, there you go. Participation is participation.
Yes, it is.
Regardless of the reason.
Well, so far there's, for the VRs, there's been 2 VRs.
Yay!
And so we have 6 people entered based on the nominations. I thought that was a nice way to do it. I like to continue to reward this super positive community.
Community. Should I do it like authority?
Yeah. You will respect my authority.
Yes.
You can use those little bits if you want.
I think I did too much. I tried to only do a little bit, but it fluffed up a lot.
Well, there's a good thing there's a 10.
Indeed, because I don't want it all. Can't put a filter in this one. No filter for me. That's okay. I don't need it. It's your filters.
For those of us with sensitivities, filters are the only reason we can continue to be a part of this hobby without being whiny little children.
You aren't whiny little children?
That's fighting words.
You left yourself open for that one. No, it's fine. It's fine. I don't think a filter helps much for what the Perique sometimes does.
That's
to my throat.
More personal than anything.
Indeed. That's why I don't think it'll make much of a difference.
My issues seem to be some sort of chemical reaction to strong Virginias. The bite is almost instantaneous, and it lasts much longer than any time I've ever burnt my tongue on food. So I don't think it's moisture related. I think it's some sort of reaction to something with the sugars being released when you smoke it.
I almost wonder if mine is somehow tied into my weird allergies. I wonder if it's something that doesn't bother me some parts of the year.
I want to do some research into how they make dark fire Kentucky versus the Latakia, what the differences are uniformly, because you have no problem with Latakia, which goes through a very similar process as dark fire Kentucky. I understand dark fire Kentucky starts off as like a burley base leaf, but you have an almost instantaneous like throat tingle with the dark fire Kentucky, whereas for me, I can have dark fire Kentucky almost straight, no filter, and I have a really good time. And whatever that difference is the difference between us, I think.
What does this taste like to you?
Virginia Perique. I mean, it's barely lit, so I don't know.
Everybody talks about hay.
We've had this conversation, yeah.
Tastes like bad hay. Like old, musty hay. It's been dried out. Like it got wet. Not moldy, but like wet and musty and then dried out.
Yeah, I know what that smell is, and that is not this. In fact, I know what that tastes like. That is not this.
No?
No.
Okay.
Had many fistfights in the barn with my little brother. We have shoved plenty of nearby material in each other's mouths in moments of opportunity.
Nearby material?
I am trying to censor this while still telling the story.
Horse manure, I have a feeling.
Horse,
moldy hay.
cow. One time we slung placenta like afterbirth.
Then we're done. I'm gonna go back to other material.
Yeah, you wanted to
Random
criticize.
material. I did. That was a mistake. I admit my shortcomings today. That was a mistake. Yeah, no, I am not a fan.
Yeah, you don't really tend to like Virginia Creeks. You
And
should
yet
not.
you keep giving them to me. Here,
You
honey,
told me.
try this.
You told me. Correct me if I'm wrong. Stop buying me Latakia blends. Get things you like.
For you!
I wanted to try this with you. A lot of people really think this is a tremendous combination. I think this is really good. There is a tobacco. I don't know if it's going away. That is, I would say, a contemporary, if not a nose ahead of this one, and that is Ken Byron's Acadian Fleck. It doesn't say flake; it's Fleck. It's spelled Fleck. F-L-E-K.
How'd you know I was fixing to give you some hard times?
Because a voice in the back of my head. I don't actually hear voices, but the bully deep down inside of me started to jump on me for saying Fleck, but it is spelled Fleck.
Alright.
I think you're supposed to like pronounce it with a draw. Draw.
Fleck.
Yeah.
This monstrosity.
It's a tremendous lighter. It's just, it's a
big.
lot.
I think it's bigger than that one you got rid of.
What I got rid of. Oh, the actual gun I got rid of?
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
that something we're going to discuss on this channel?
We don't show them off. We have them.
Well, not that one anymore. LP something. Yeah,
LCP.
That's bigger than that one.
Yeah, the grip on this lighter is bigger than my LCP that I had. That thing sucked. It hurt.
This thing's huge. That's my point. This thing's huge.
Yeah. That is about the size of the smallest concealed carry I would operate. But even then, my pinky comes off the bottom, which is not ideal for stability.
All right, I'll give it some credit. Get past the first little bit. Some of that weird sourness goes away.
Some of that could be coming from a neglected pipe.
No.
No?
No.
Are you sure?
Neglected?
You?
Only my favorite things are left in there.
Only my favorite bowls that I didn't finish.
No, usually only my favorite tobaccos, because I know I can come back to them and they won't taste bad.
But you put it away. It was in the case.
To protect it!
To protect the tobacco ashes?
No, to protect the pipe. I just forgot to clean it out once it got put away. Big surprise. Don't look at my desk right now. Nobody look.
They can't.
Good.
I don't take them on a daily tour.
Good. Nobody look at my desk. You don't look at my desk either. Although, I have noticed.
To get your lighter.
I have noticed
that you obviously didn't fill.
Nope, it's dead. I was going to say something, but I don't remember.
You have noticed.
When I let my pipes accumulate, you leave less tobacco goodies to try. Repeatedly, over and over. Like, here, have this. Here, have this. Here, have this. In addition to the 10 I have there.
What she doesn't notice is when I pick up the tobacco and start putting stuff away, until she's like, where's that one? It was right here. I want to smoke it. Where is it? It's put away. It has been put away for like 4 days. She has several amber jars that I don't put away. That's why those tobaccos stay in amber jars.
Yes.
She has her McClellan 9 to 5. And then she has her Stokkebye's Proper English. And she has her Ken Byron's Mountains of Madness, which would be replaced with Notorious, Except for I can't get my hands on that much Notorious at a time.
I am spoiled. There's a thought for Thursday. How nice it is to be spoiled.
It's not.
Why not?
Because then you become used to it. You become accustomed to it, and then you feel like you've been mistreated somehow. Not you, everybody. People feel mistreated somehow when that spoiling stops. They feel like they've been deprived of something that they just had before. If I just stop taking care of you the way that I do the little things that I always do, how sad will you have to be when you have more things to do that I was doing?
I don't know.
One day when I'm dead, you are going to be just a mess, and it's going to be come in waves of like all the things that I just always did.
And you're done. I was going to equate it to cooking and doing the dishes for you.
I'm a diabetic with several medical issues. I think that is a realistic topic. Unfortunate timing of things, but it's a realistic topic.
Yes. Empty. Thank you.
Another great thing about this lighter, it has a massive reservoir. Fill it like once a month.
Nope, not a fan. That's all for you. All for you.
I figured as much.
I don't have a backup tobacco.
You don't. I didn't anticipate this one to be a long video.
Well.
I also didn't figure I'd be talking about eating horse manure.
Yeah, well.
It's the great part of these rants. These rambles that we go on. So, does anyone want to guess how many tobaccos Yusuf will go through in our cellar in the first 24 hours? I'm willing to bet like 6. Realistically, 6.
24 hours?
Well, I don't know, because he doesn't sleep much.
Exactly. I was thinking more like 10.
I'd go higher, actually, given that he doesn't sleep much.
Huh.
A normal person with how much he smokes, I think 6 would be realistic. But, I think 15. We'll have to see if he makes it here. If they don't cancel this time.
Boy, I hope not. I do believe the wind was a little better.
I haven't heard from him most of today, and that I know of, his devices were either off or dead, so don't have a whole lot of communication. Today being Wednesday night, not Thursday when you guys are seeing this.
I'm trying to decide what to cook. I have so many ideas.
Yusuf does like to cook.
I'm excited. I like to cook.
I cook very few things, and when I do, they're completely random, unplanned, and only one other person in the house really likes them.
Random bachelor can night.
Whatever I just grab.
And throw together.
That'll work, and that'll work if I can make this sweet.
It's always sweet.
Only one kid in the house. Every time I make one of those meals, adores it.
Oh, the one you called cowboy spaghetti. What would you put in that one?
I don't even remember.
I don't either. She loved that one. She asked me for that the other day. She asked me if you were going to ever make that again.
It was spaghetti noodles,
It was chili, I think, with spaghetti.
No,
With some kind of barbecue sauce, maybe.
I did. The Knorr's, the chili starter. I did that one.
Oh.
I did that one with some barbecue sauce. And I added ground beef. I browned up ground beef.
Was there a vegetable added?
No, that's all that the can of chili starter is vegetables, seasoned vegetables.
That's my jam. I add fresh sauteed vegetables to random cans and rice or meat and call that done. On a quick weeknight.
I add meat and sweet.
Busy night.
And cheese. I usually add cheese. The last one was cheese. It was like a chili casserole with gnocchi.
A lot of cheese.
Too much cheese.
I almost think those gnocchi need to be sauteed in like some onions and some butter, or some mushrooms and some butter first.
If there's mushrooms,
definitely
they won't
spice
eat
up.
it.
That's okay. They can pick them out. We can eat it. It'll still make it taste good. But anyway, and spice up that chili.
Yeah.
Everything out of a can at least needs garlic. And either some kind of steak seasoning or a mix of like chili powder and onion powder and stuff.
It needs something. Always needs something.
A little bit of love. Some garlic. I love that they call that the jarred minced garlic. That's all I hear anybody on like Pinterest or Instagram or any of those on the little food shorts and stuff. They all call it jarlic now, and I love it. It's the lazy minced up jarred garlic. Jarlic. Makes me laugh.
I know something we can talk about. Something else we can talk about.
You want to talk about garlic?
No. I am never buying another Peterson.
Oh, gosh.
It's not happening.
You're going to make some people sad. Or mad.
I don't even care.
That was pretty bad.
When Yusuf's sitting right here, I'm going to get his opinion. And I'm going to bring it to our pipe club this weekend, where we will be hanging out with Eric Stokeby again.
I get to go. Yay!
And I'm going to have other people hold it, and you're going to watch their face go, there's something wrong with this.
All of it's wrong. None of it lines up. Each individual piece is good on its own, but not together.
All the quadrants are wrong. If you were to cut it into quadrants, it's a standard shape, so it should fit that standard shape, but it doesn't. And even the shank, if you hold it to where the rest of those quadrants could be square for like other pipe shapes, the shank then goes this way. And contacted Smoking Pipes about it. Said, hey, I didn't pay for a second, and I definitely got a second. And they said, that's just a cosmetic issue. Or no, not cosmetic, what'd they call it?
I don't recall.
Regardless, they said it was a cosmetic issue, and that's to be expected with factory pipes. No, if you have a shape, a certain shape that is your shape, not everybody's shape, this is yours. You're the only people who make this shape. It's an XLO2. Anyone who has an XLO2 knows exactly what to expect. Thicker walls, slightly deeper bowl than some of the other Petersons in a similar shape. It's like a bent apple. You know what to expect. The bowl is cut at an angle, and even that angle has a dip in it. It has a slouch off to one side and a bulge off to another. Yet the actual shank on the stummel comes off over here, and there is nothing that is just cosmetic about that. Even the bowl appears to have been started to be drilled at one angle and then came straight. Someone was drunk when they made it. And
It is Irish.
Since nothing can be done about it, apparently, and I'm not going to waste money, I will smoke this pipe. It will be awkward every single time. I cannot stop fidgeting with it because it feels like I'm holding it at the wrong angle no matter how I hold it.
Fidget toy, tobacco style.
And I'm going to call it my Drunken Peterson, and it's the reason I will not buy any more Petersons. I understand that every now and then you get a bad pipe. But usually, if you get a bad pipe, someone is willing to own up to that, especially a company who sells their bad pipes, acknowledging that there's a flaw or an issue as seconds. If you have that many that you have a line to resell them, acknowledging that they are not up to snuff for your primary line, you already are aware of the issue and you should know what to do with it. And I was just utterly disappointed. And the primary reason I wanted that one is the one thing that's not wrong with it. It has an acrylic stem. Not too many Petersons come with an acrylic stem. That's why I wanted it. And I had to order it from smokingpipes.eu. It took almost 2 months to get here.
Was that the one that got lost?
Yeah, it's the one that got lost. And then when they agreed that it's lost, then they contacted the shipping company, and then the shipping company sent it back to them.
Oh yeah, and then they asked you if you wanted I guess that's when you should have said, yeah, send me a new one instead of the same one.
Well, I had an estate pipe in there as well, which is really, it's a cool estate. It's an odd estate, but it's cool. It's a Quest. It has like the thinnest bite zone on a pipe.
That one is pretty cool.
So I wanted that Quest to come with it. So I wasn't going to give me a refund and I'll reorder. I probably would have got the same damn pipes. I would be just as disappointed just 2 weeks from now. Never buying another Peterson.
Okay.
If I think about it, please stop me. Remind me of my drunken Peterson, if I'm going to forget.
I don't know. You might see something pretty in 6-7 months and forget. Baby, look at this. Should I get this? Should I get this one or this one? I really like this on this one.
There's only one shape that I wanted that I haven't gotten as far as the Petersons go. And it's because they don't make it in the lines that I wanted. I don't even think they make it anymore at all. I think it was the 609, 60. It's the sitting. They have the 604 or whatever. That's the one I have. And then there was another one it's bigger. And that's the one I was looking for. You can't get it. So I'm over it.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm not over the disappointment, but I'm over looking for that shape.
I have a feeling that'll linger for a while.
If I had found that in the Muksang pipe, the Chinese pipe, would I have been upset? No.
No, you would have just written it off as that's the crap that comes, and that's that.
At the price point, that would have been fine. This is double that price, near double. Like $1, $2 short of near double that price. And it is a lower grade pipe than the Chinese pipe that I ordered off of Amazon.
There's fighting words. That's pretty bad when you phrase it like that.
It's worse than any Mr. Brog I've ever... In fact, Mr. Brog, I have never gotten a questionable pipe from Mr. Brog. Never once.
They make some quality stuff.
You have a few Mr. Brogs. I have a few Mr. Brogs. I have never hesitated to order another Mr. Brog.
That's actually the only one I remember the pipe name of, my Molina.
Clearly you don't, because that's not the name of it.
Mortar?
Mortar.
It's the beer talking. Give me the confidence. Damn. I was so sure.
No, Molina's a brand. A pipe brand.
Damn. I don't know how you keep it all straight. It's like anatomy.
Molina is an Italian pipe brand.
That's right.
They are typically cheaper than Rossi's.
I hear about them on the podcasts.
Relatively close in quality. A little bit lower. Definitely better than basket pipes.
Never mind.
I'm pretty sure the same factory makes basket pipes because a lot of the same stem options and choices you see come in the basket pipes that are all of a sudden available in Molinas. So I'm pretty sure that same factory is doing all that.
Well, I have to go look at my pipe. I know it starts with an M.
Doesn't matter. You know it's the one you like.
Yeah. Yep, yep. Yep. I think I want to try and get a picture of each of my pipes on my Instagram.
Yeah, you're going to flood your Instagram with my pictures?
It might be fun.
Let's have a,
Might help me keep
photo
them
shoot day.
clean. One a day.
No, don't do one a day. Do them all in one day.
No.
Just flood everyone's feed.
I don't have that kind of dedication. I know. I'm not going to sit there and do that.
Someday we might do a pipe tour with everyone, and actually, we haven't done one of those in a long time.
Indeed.
Mostly because I have more than I reasonably should, given the time period I've been smoking. But each one they're all different. Very few do I have a repeat.
Mm-hmm.
If I have a repeat of something, it's because I like that shape for some reason. I like that shape. But a lot of them, I've been experimenting with just the different experience between pipes.
Mm.
You can get not a different flavor per se, but a different experience in your radiator versus your meerschaum versus your Falcon.
Yes.
And that can affect some of the nuances in the smoke. It can affect some of the experience in the smoke.
I think my favorite blends are the ones that taste pretty close to the same in all of those, so I don't have to do all that thinking.
Well, if all you smoke is essentially one leaf, they all get ghosted with one leaf, and then they all taste like one leaf.
I do have a couple pipes that are definitely ghosted with notorious improper English. And those are my favorite Virginias, are the ones I put through that pipe.
Virginias?
I think so.
They're Englishes, typically.
Correct, but when you, hey, try this, it's usually the Virginias. The random Virginia blends. You had tried it because you said it didn't smell right, and then you said, yeah, it was ghosted with Latakia. It was getting hints of Latakia on top of all of it. Pretty sure it was a Virginia.
Okay. Oh, yeah, no, it would have been the Van Gogh. The Ken Byron Van Gogh.
That one.
Yeah, an artisan Virginia blend. All Virginia blend. And she's like, yeah, it's delicious. I really like it.
I had it in multiple pipes.
Try it. Here. I tried it.
Just the first one.
Yeah. Why am I tasting Latakia and an all Virginia blend?
It makes everything better. No, not everything. It's just my flavor of the season lately. No, I had that Van Gogh in a couple different pipes after that. That was just the first one.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the experience would be the same.
Not all my pipes.
Honestly, this pipe has been my favorite for Virginia Periques.
Mm.
This pipe with this bowl. This is what I smoked all the rest of the salty dogs that we had.
Mm-hmm.
I smoked it all in here. I like this Virginia Jazz. This is good stuff. The Perique comes through, but it's not like in your face. Oh, okay. I really hope Tim brings his tobacco on Saturday. Tim usually shows up with a jar of Cornell and Deal's The Beast.
Mm.
Katie won't like The Beast.
Not from that face.
51% Perique.
I'm good. Don't waste it. Don't waste it.
Even I didn't enjoy it.
Wow.
It was too much.
I know, it's going to be interesting.
It's like getting punched in the teeth with Perique. It was aggressive, the amount of Perique.
No, this one's not aggressive.
You had Folklore the other night. What'd you think of that?
Wasn't bad. Not one I think I'd reach for too often, but it, struggling with the words. Trying to think of what it reminded me of. It wasn't super smoky. It had some nice mellow flavors there throughout. But yeah, it had a little bit of a spice. Not like a peppery spice, but a something.
Well, it has
like a warming.
It has Kentucky and it has Perique in it.
Almost like a cinnamon or a nutmeg. Kind of a sweet, like, taste.
I think it has some Orientals, but it's essentially a little bit of everything but Latakia. But when you open it, it smells sweet like an aromatic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, almost like dates and figs.
Yeah, it smokes a little sweet.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not aromatic sweets. It's this weird middle ground. Not weird, but it's at a different middle ground than many of the other crossovers.
I don't think it had Cavendish in it, did it? It kind of had a little bit of that kind of, like the dark Cavendish flavor.
Look it up.
To it. Oh. I suppose I do have an encyclopedia here.
You have at your fingertips access to the entire global knowledge of humanity, as disappointing as that ends up being at times. I honestly don't know if the world is better with the internet.
Virginia's Perique, lightly smoke cured Kentucky, Indonesian Katsuri leaf from 2015.
Castorini.
There's no N in here. Casturi? What? Did they typo that?
Yeah, Casturi. Yeah, sorry, there's no N. You're right.
Offering notes of sweet fruit, citrus, warming spices, and woodsy undertones. I got some of what they described. Cool.
I thought it was pretty good.
No, it's definitely one that, like, somebody offered it to me. Yeah, I'll share some of that with you, or if that's what we had, and there was other Periques around, yeah, I'll happily smoke that one.
If it was between the Virginia Jazz and Folklore, what do you
I'll take Folklore.
Okay.
There's your verses, too. You got Thoughts on Thursday, and you got a verses. Bam!
Well, I'd like the verses to be side by side.
I know, I'm just being... Because you said you were thinking short.
Yeah, we've gone much longer than short.
Yes, we have.
Well, let everybody go. I got to get to bed. I have a 5 a.m. meeting to get to. Got to set up technology for everybody before my day off so that I can spend it with Yusuf, hopefully.
I do not get to take off, but that's okay. It's still going to be a good day.
Heck yeah.
Got to figure out what I'm going to cook. I'm excited.
You know why it's going to be a good day?
'Cause it has to be.
Yep.
I haven't heard that before.
It's my go-to phrase. Because I'm trying to not let days suck that don't have to. There's a silver lining to everything that goes on. Always. There's always a silver lining. There has to be. Otherwise, I don't know why we get up in the morning. Someone has to be winning. If all of us are losing, somebody needs to be winning. And they need to be winning in big ways. This all has to balance out somewhere. But that's my ounce of forced positivity.
That one just makes me think of theories. But I'm going to keep that to myself because I want to go to bed with happy thoughts. So I'm going to stop. I'll finish my beer.
You guys have a great day. And don't forget, put in the comments if you want how many tobaccos you think Yusuf's going to go through in 24 hours.
If you come up with some ridiculous numbers, I wonder if he'll try to do it just cause. Keep that in mind.
He might watch this. I don't know if he will. I don't know. I don't know if he will. We'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Bye.